Italian automobile company Ferrari has been producing some of the most beautiful, and most expensive cars since 1947. Enzo Ferrari, he tried to satisfy his passion for luxury, expensive and very fast cars by founding the Ferrari company. Enzo has adored racing cars and vehicle engineering all his life. Enzo eventually built his own car, called the Type 815, in 1943, making it the first officially Ferrari to be built. Enzo founded his own company in 1947, 4 years later, and Ferrari has been producing quality and fast luxury cars ever since. Dear viewers, don't forget to subscribe to be informed about the new information. Currently, Ferrari is owned by another Italian car company, Fiat. Ferrari is not just a car company, it is also an icon. All of Ferrari's vehicles are quite luxurious and expensive. In this list, we're going to look at the most expensive vintage Ferraris. Here are 10 rare and expensive vintage Ferrari models. Number 1. 1975 Ferrari 308 GTB. The 1975 Ferrari 308 GTB is one of the cheapest vintage Ferraris of all time. But it is still very expensive compared to other new generation cars. The 308 GTB rose to fame in the 1980s after it became Tom Selleck's car of choice in the Magnum PI series. What makes the 308 GTB so expensive is its appearance on TV. Number 2. 1953 Ferrari 375 America. The Ferrari 375 America features a Lambredi engine and has 296 horsepower. But the real reason the 375 is so expensive is its rarity. Only 11 were produced, most in 1953 and a few in 1954. As a result, the Ferrari 375 America could cost you $1 million. Number 3. 1966 Ferrari 330 P3. That's what makes the 330 P3 the first Ferrari to have a fiberglass door, rather than a traditional oilcloth, which makes it special. Also, another feature of this car is that the manual transmission clutch is located behind the transmission instead of the engine and gearbox. The 330 P3 has a single seat, which is located in the center of the car. When you sit in it and the seat extends all the way back, you feel like you are driving from where you are lying. Number 4. 1958 Ferrari 412S. The Ferrari 412S had a troubled history. It's truly a miracle that it continues to be used. It has also become one of the most expensive automobile brands of all time. The 412S was launched in 1958, but its first race was unsuccessful and was promptly returned to the Ferrari factory. Ferrari modified the car by adding disc brakes, and the car ran almost flawlessly on the racetrack from then on. The Ferrari 412S broke the record of 80 miles per 100 per hour at the 1960 Los Angeles Grand Prix racetrack. The fact that the Ferrari 412S is also among the most famous cars in Ferrari history is a major factor in its expensiveness today. Number 5. 1953 Ferrari 340. The 1953 Ferrari 340, of which only 3 were produced, is extremely rare. The car first raced in 1953, but because it finished the race in 5th place, performed below expectations. Ferrari 340 has an improved engine with 375 horsepower. The 340 was later modified and dominated racetracks outside of Europe, and won several races in the United States. Number 6. 1957 Ferrari 625. The Ferrari 625 is quite light, weighing less than a ton. The small car 625 has 320 horsepower with a V12 engine. The 1957 Ferrari 625 was one of the fastest cars in the country at its time. It is also famous for its intricate and beautiful design. The car sold for over $6 million at an auction in Monaco in 2012 and is one of the rarest models, with only 2 cars. Number 7. 1959 Ferrari GT 250. The Ferrari GT 250 is equipped with a V12 engine. One of its two versions is designed for racing and the other for road riding. The company spent a great deal of time and money throughout the 1950s to produce the GT 250. The GT 250 has been specially designed to be agile to take tight corners and fast on open roads. Number 8. 1961 Ferrari 250 Spyder. The 1961 Ferrari 250 Spyder gained worldwide fame after appearing in the 1980s movie One Day with Ferris Bueller. Of the 250 Spyders, only 50 were produced. The car is equipped with 2 seats, a drop-shaped top and an elongated hood. The vehicle is designed with a 3-liter V12 engine, and has 280 horsepower with a standard 4-speed manual transmission. A few of these vehicles were sold at auction in 2008, raising almost $30 million each. British BBC Radio 2 presenter Chris Evans has bought actor James Coburn's 250 Spyder. Number 9. 1957 Ferrari 250 Testarossa. The 1957 Ferrari 250 Testarossa was sold for $16 million in late August 2011. Testarossa competed at Le Mans in 1958 and won many races and awards. Ferrari restored 250 Testarossa. This restoration likely contributed to the $16 million price tag. 250 Testarossa, which was sold at auction in 2011, has its new 1957 look. Number 10. 1962 Ferrari 250 GTO. Only 39 of the 1962 Ferrari 250 GTOs were built. This model was designed for British racing legend Sir Stirling Moss, but, unfortunately, Stirling never competed with the 1962 250 GTO. In his last race, he said goodbye to the races because he was injured in a car accident. The 250 GTO won many races at Le Mans and other nations throughout the 1960s. The car is capable of reaching 60 miles per hour in just under 6 seconds. Who wouldn't want a red, one-door Ferrari? An intercity trip or a coastal tour with him would be quite enjoyable, I think. The cars on this list are quite special compared to the new generation Ferraris. These are usually collector's items. Which would you prefer, a new generation latest model Ferrari or the old version? Dear viewers, these are the information we have prepared about the top 10 most famous, most expensive rare vintage Ferrari models. And, don't forget to subscribe to be informed about the new information. Thanks for watching. See you in another video.